Oh, hey up. We're on, lads. We're on.
You're joking.
Wait, it's showing live. Well,
Oh my gosh, after 45 minutes, we've done it.
um, let's do the introductions and we'll explain to him a very brief story. And welcome to the Nuffle Shuffle on the PC. It was supposed to start at 12 o'clock, but hey, you know me, with technology, we ended up accidentally streaming on my son's really cool Fortnite channel. Oh dear. So we're finally here. They can hear me. I hope that we'll be able to hear my guests. But yeah, this is
Yeah, we're all
the
coming through now.
oh,
Look
we're
at
all coming
this.
through.
Some
Oh,
gravy.
that's good. Don't say gravy. It's sauce for the Americans and the Canadians.
Sauce.
Don't
Very
let's not
good.
let's just not Anyway, let's try and be
Roasted
professional.
sauce.
We've got VG with us. We've got to be professional. Ezzy, we've got to be professional. Got to sort of give them the sort of idea that we know what we're talking about. Um, right then. So,
Not only that, but VG had to help fix everything.
hey V, nobody likes you
Thank
apart from my
goodness for you
girlfriend.
that I'm actually quite good at this.
It is. It is. It is. So, this is the Nuffle Shuffle Show. Anyone who obviously
Welcome.
anyone who yeah, you were very welcome. Anyone who was obviously a nerd who's seen us on the PS4 or the Blood on the Box on the Xbox will know what the show's about. Basically, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a look at. Usually we look at the current season, but obviously because it's just started today, we're gonna be having a look. Last season was just finished today, so we're gonna be having a look at pole position and a few of the teams. My co-announcers today Mercy Flush and VG Purist. So welcome, gentlemen. Sorry about the
Hello,
massive delay,
everyone.
but
It feels like we've kind of done a show already.
I know, right? Oh, I'm ready to. Ready to hit the sack now. Thanks, guys.
yeah, yeah,
Really a pleasure. Thanks for inviting me to the show.
yeah. I'm sure we've impressed him so much. Um, I just had a message from Shod saying, "Has the show started?" Well, it did. If you was a subscriber to my son's channel, if not,
Very
well,
good.
it's just
Yeah,
starting now. Um,
come aboard.
So yeah, so we're actually live, and let's crack on with it, and we'll just go through it as we go along because it's already been a car crash. So let's not just stop there. So let's go on to season 14. When I look at it, there we go. So the top team was Chaos Smile. You're on camera by Andy Davo. So I obviously know who Andy Davo is. So let's have a look at his team.
I mean, he's unconscious right there. I mean, he had one loss,
Yeah. It,
and
One loss.
only
No
recently did
thanks.
he put two more on.
Yeah, no, I think he had a couple of wobbles right at the end
did he?
that spoiled his record. You say spoiled his record, 33 and 3 is just phenomenal. Uh, and yeah, he's long been regarded as one of the best players in the country.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you guys. Because obviously I mainly play on the consoles. I haven't really been. Obviously, I had to go on the PC this season, and the game blew my PC up. But we won't go into that. Um, but when I read on the notes about Andy Davo, it says he's one of the best players, and does he represent Wales? Is that right?
No, there's a lot of TT tournaments that go on in Wales. That's what it is, and he's won it a few times.
Right. Okay.
He's like what number 2 overall world Bloodbowl in the world.
He's
Number 2 in the world, I should say.
So
yeah,
yeah.
he's been a top player for decades. On TT, he's a regular TT player. He's regularly been UK number one or two, give and take. Uh, Dark Elf record. He's a long time fumble player as well.
Right.
But yeah, no,
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
when I
know.
first started out on BB1, yeah, he was top dog as well, and he's always been there,
Yeah,
there or thereabouts.
I don't even know how he plays on tabletop because, like, it's one thing to play on the PC, but on the tabletop, you gotta say, hey, look, what's that ring represent? What's this do? What's this do? And like, you end up just kind of figuring it all out as you go. But I
You
mean,
never played a game of tabletop.
I did,
Awesome, man.
I did when I first started playing Blood Bowl, but after the first 2 games, I was just like, you know what, I can't keep up. You guys have fun.
it's really difficult. You really forget how many calculations the online game actually does for you when you're actually there with pen and paper and dice, actually trying to work it out as you go. I think my first game it took like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, exactly. It
It's
took me
intense.
4 hours to play the tabletop version. I was like, you know what, guys, it's fine.
I know it's like I mean that's what I like about the consoles is like it's just nice and easy. And you click your spin button, and obviously you get a game pretty quick, especially if you're on the PC. And to me, it's like I don't know what I'd do if I went back to the tabletop. It'd be like, oh my god, it's so much hard work compared to
But the
what we do
rules
now.
get refined, and they progress. I mean, back in the day, the rules of Blood Bowl was it's first to three. No matter there was no turns. There was no turn limit. It was just whoever got to three touchdowns first, and it could take days.
Yeah,
So it's been a progression. It's 30 years. 30 years it's been going.
and this was what the confusion when it was obviously on the PS4. I opened up the first ever season one match, and I tried to score 10-25 in overtime, as a lot of people know, because back in the day when I used to play, you just played until someone scored.
Well, there you go.
You know,
That goes some way to explaining.
we were still
The
rocked.
first man who scores. That's terrible.
You know, but hey, you know, the thing was, it was so funny, and obviously people knew who I was because it made the biggest cock up in playoff history. But hey, it is what it is. This team then, one thing, I was talking to Gimlick, because me and Gimlick are going chaos this season, apparently, who was a fellow
Everyone is actually,
PS4
yeah.
admin.
I take it.
And I said to Gimlick, I feel a bit dirty. I picked Mighty Blow instead of Block. And he turned around to me and said, hey, I've been watching this Andy Davo. And he goes, Mighty Blow Claw piling on before he takes Block. And I was like, really? He goes, oh yeah, you have a look at his team.
Yeah, you've got to mix it up a bit, but absolutely. Taking Mighty Blow and a Beastman first. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you got to remember too, he's playing on the ladder, and so he you can afford to take these types of risks, right? I mean,
Mm,
because you go mighty blow first to obviously get more SPP, right? And then you're able to build up the claw, and then piling on all the stuff that you really need to do to be doing well.
yeah,
And so it really works on the ladder. I don't know how well it'll work if you were playing in a league game,
yeah.
you know, where each game really counts.
Yeah, because I just see it as like if you haven't got block, you basically got no defense. You've got no block, no dodge, or nothing. So you're basically glass cannon, and you're going to be burning through rerolls left, right, and centre because you've got no block. And I just thought it seemed a bit bizarre, but hey, you know his record's phenomenal, and he's obviously it works for him. So
yeah.
he,
Well, he spent many years being renowned as a Dark Elf coach,
right,
primarily from I know of him, and yeah, at one point he's just kind of switched to chaos and yeah, never really looked back. Last few seasons he's done Kislev runs, and he got quite far with that. But obviously this season he's just decided to go full throttle, thermonuclear bomb. And look at this team. This is built to hurt. Look
yeah.
at it.
I mean,
Four claws piling on the works. There's no subtlety. You expect like maybe a dodge, maybe a tentacle, maybe a
yeah,
two heads or
but
extra arms, but there's none of that.
but
It's
yeah.
literally
I mean,
and it's worked.
I
It's
don't know about
worked.
you, VG, but it comes across as a bit of a no frills team. This I'm not saying that's bad, but nothing really. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at it more on the console perspective on the PS4 and the Xbox, and we have some crazy coaches who just go just crazy. But I look at it, go, oh, yeah, very nice jump up block Beastman, and he's got another one with tackle. That's great. He's got five guard, no ball handler. I don't really see a proper ball handler there. He's got a token gesture. I mean, he may have lost the ball handler. I don't know, but I'll, I don't know. It's almost 2000 TV.
Yeah, I know it's so hard to fathom how he's able to do it, but I mean,
He's
it's
obviously a
all
good
about
coach.
positioning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a good coach, but it's just he plays the odds. He knows it. I mean, that's the thing about Blood Bowl, right? I mean, I did a predictions just recently on my own league, and I had no look at any of the teams, and I'm number one in the predictions right now in the bracket system. So solely based on the skills of the coaches, and
Mm.
this is the same thing here.
Never
You know,
bet
he's
on the race, bet on the coach.
bet
Yeah.
on the
Absolutely.
coach. It's absolutely true, and he is so like I said before, even before I knew anything about Andy Dabo, and the first time I saw him play, I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy has really great Blood Bowl technique.
Mm.
He doesn't, he takes chances every so often, but for the most part, his positioning's solid. His thinking is positive. You know, it's just like all the things that you need to be a good coach is there for him. And
Yeah.
how can you deny that he's number two in the world? I mean, there's definitely a good reason for it,
Mm.
and that's it right there.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I say to people. It's like if you want to improve your gameplay, watch people like Andy Davo. Um, he's just very good, obviously. Could you see
Yeah.
this team winning the championship?
Sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's got it all right here. I mean, look, it's such a dangerous team. I think the only thing that might bite him is that he doesn't really have a great ball handler, just a guy
Mm.
with sure hands. But I mean, does he really need it? I mean, he's made it this far with only one loss, and then yeah, he's got a couple extra losses there at the end. But I think more or less he was kind of playing around.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't looked at the team, so I might be talking rubbish here, but I look at this team and I see guard heavy teams like, could cause problems. I think Wood Elves
Yeah.
could just jump in there and beat the crap out of them. Although, yes, he does have full guard.
You're always going to have your Achilles heel, aren't
Yeah,
you? But and he has gone. It's not versatile, is it?
it's
To
not.
say
It's
come
not.
unstuck here and there. If
But
you,
I suppose when I
but he's got.
I suppose when I look at my previews, I just say it's a good solid team, but it's the coach what makes the team, and obviously that's quite clearly, if you put this in the hands of me, it's going to be nowhere near as deadly as it is with obviously Andy Davo. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm going to try and watch a few of the PC playoff games this season so I can get, obviously now
Yeah,
we're doing the talk show,
it's a great lineup.
so
You should actually because you may actually join the World Cup, right? I mean, you're at least
It's the
guaranteed a
last
spot in the
ditch.
Champions
Yeah,
Cup
that's it.
Invitational.
I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But obviously now we're bringing the show onto the PCs. It would be helpful if I knew what the hell I was talking about. Um, always useful. But yeah, I'm impressed with the team.
You're the guy in the know when it comes to the
Well, Bernie's
organisation.
the Bernie's tip is legendary. You know, whoever I tip wins. So every PC coach can't wait to get Bernie's tip. It's not cursed at all. So yeah, that's a good team. Messi, which team did you want to have a look at? Pick a team.
Well, looking over the Chaos history,
Mm.
I noticed that he was held to a draw by the Human team, who also made the playoffs.
Oh,
They,
humans.
I don't know,
What?
yeah,
Veliopi?
they were Bad Wyverns by Veli Hopia.
What?
Yeah, there's
What?
something about these guys.
Where are they in the rankings? I can't even see them.
They, they've
36.
got a great
There
record.
you
They
go.
won
Yeah.
19-6.
Where bad Wyverns? Let's have a look. See if I can find them. There we go. Right. So
Where exactly they finished up.
19, 6 and 5. Would that be strong enough for a place in the playoffs with
Well, they
humans?
made the cut, man. They made the cut.
Oh, they made the cup. Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Let's
the
take a
top
look at the
Humans.
roster. That's
And
what I want to
yeah,
see.
a couple of matches ago, they held that Chaos team to a draw, which is
Yeah. I look at this team. He's got a nice agility for blitzer, frenzy, tackle. He's got piling on, dauntless killer. That's good. Bit of guard. Um, he's got a nice catcher. It's all
You
right.
know, this is the right way to build a human team, I think, in my opinion, because like a lot of people, they say, okay, I'm gonna get linemen and blitzers, and then maybe the ogre, but they neglect the catcher. And I really, truly believe that if you're gonna be doing well with the human team, you have to go with at least two catchers on the
Yeah.
team. and
Absolutely.
he's got 3 right there. I mean, you live and die by the 1 and 9, and a human team needs these catchers to do it with.
They do, and especially since they got the boost in BB2, everyone's
Yeah,
bitching and moaning, oh, this AB7's just unworkable, and then maybe you'd get a coach take one. But now, yeah, take as many as you want because they're game winners.
yeah.
They
That,
really are.
My bitch was
that's true.
always that the strength two, but the humans, they look a lot stronger than the elves, and the elves are strength three. I'm like, how is this possible? Surely humans are a lot stronger, but it's obviously for game balance,
You're
for
going too much on law,
all
but
physics. Yes,
game design is different, man.
yes. Well,
And
humans.
Wheatley's got a good point there on chat. He's like saying that this human team beat out Murloc Joe's human team. So
Yeah.
kudos to Viliopia.
Yeah, it's good to see someone talking in chat. So at least we know we're not alone. And I do recognise Wheelie, so that's good. So
Hello, Wheelie. How's it going,
it's
man?
not one of my
You alright?
it's not someone like fell through from my son's channel, so that's good. Um, I'm gonna
My
get in so much
God,
trouble for that. He's gonna be like, "What the hell's
that's
this?"
funny. I'll get him over here.
But hey, that's what it is. But yeah, 19 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses. Yeah, it's not bad. Um,
Hey guys, tell us a bit more about tech support.
yeah, but yeah, it's an alright team. It's not bad. Like I said, I apologise to a lot of the coaches unless you're a big household name. Then I don't know who you are. I'm sure he's a very good coach. You have to be to make the playoffs on the PC. I'm told countless times it's so hard to qualify on the PC compared to the consoles, but that's obviously because there's a lot more players. But yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to see how he does. But looking at this team and looking at the case team, I'd definitely take the case team over this. But it is almost 300. It's about 300 TV high, isn't
Man,
it? So
I really like how this team looks. This human team. Good point out there, Mercy.
yeah.
Not an obvious one, but yeah, it caught my eye for some reason.
Okay. Right, VG. Which one do you want to have a look at?
I think I always have to take a look at the Dark Elf team because
Okay.
I'm just biased. That's my race right there. I love Dark Elves.
Hmm. Which one are we looking at?
Thank you for that, Wheelie. Really appreciate that.
Ungern, is that the one? 12 elves and
Yeah, 12 elves,
glares.
12 elves and
Yeah.
Claire.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Oh, check out that guard. Phenomenal.
Oh yeah, look at that. The, the Dark Council approves.
Oh, so would I if I could. So would
Not,
I if I could
not
find the
very,
blue thing.
very well developed, and Dark Elves are very TV hungry anyway, so it's no
Alright.
surprise that he's just rocketed to 17,
Click.
18.
Why
The
that?
guard on Dark Elves is phenomenal.
Well, you two are really talking really well about this. I can't. Won't fucking find it. There we go. Better late than never. So Ungarn. What's this? Ooh, guard. 5 guard. Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's a lot of guard for
you know what I'm saying?
I love his names.
Uh,
Robocop
Look at
Terminator.
that, Bernie. So someone is saying that we're a little bit too low. So go ahead and turn this up.
Is it possible to make Mercy and
Cranking it,
BGP
man.
louder? They are hard to understand. They're hard to understand because they're not proper Yorkshiremen shot, that's why. Let's have a look. So I've got to mess about with one more mess. Oh yeah, this. Okay. Open volume mixer. See if that makes any difference. Let me know if that's any better.
Hello, hello.
Can you?
Hi guys, can you hear us better now?
Why
Sounds fabulous.
why didn't they just tell us earlier that they couldn't hear you? They've all been in there. They've all been in there. I don't
Well,
know.
they're saying that they thought you wanted to be in the limelight.
Well, it's not VG. If you could hear what VG says, there's no point me and Mercy talking. Um,
Exactly.
but they say that's better. I can put it higher if need be. But yeah, I mean,
Crank it up, man.
crank that puppy.
We've got voices here.
I mean, VG, talk to us about this team. What's great about this team, apart from obviously the 5 guard?
Well, the Dark Elves, right? And so there are just always a chance to win.
Absolutely.
But I Dark Elves are always a
But
funny
I
race.
actually have not
Yeah,
seen any of the teams. I just wanted you to take a look at the Dark Elves because I
that's
was
fine.
just curious myself.
That's totally fine. I just look at him. I like all the guard. I'm a bit surprised he hasn't gone for one mighty blow though. You know, like an enforcer. Um,
I like well, you say about guard, but even more so, the sidestep is an interesting one.
yeah. Well,
I've seen this before for
Go
Dark Elves.
sidestep dodge. As a halfling fan, I love sidestep,
yeah.
and to see it at 5 there, that's that's going to be no end to problems.
Yeah, it's just a shame he
I
didn't get
love
any
that.
diving tackle. That would have been quite nice on there, and if he could have developed him a bit more. 1780 TV is that quite TV heavy?
Dark
Uh,
elves always are.
Are
yeah,
they?
they
They're
always
always
are.
very yeah, and
Yeah,
especially if you're rolling instrument.
yeah,
But he's got interesting options. He's got 130 in the bank, and he's got a level. So just like the chaos, he's got 2 level ups and 200 in the bank. So there's going to be a lot of pre-match preparation once the draw gets made. I love all that kind of
yeah,
strategy.
yeah. This is it. I
Those
mean,
options.
I mean, it's obvious that he's suffered quite a bit of injuries, right? I mean, he's got what, almost 20 wins, 30 games on his belt, so
yeah, yeah. I
he's
like it.
definitely not full strength.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I like
I'm just hard to please. I look at it, and usually when I look at teams, I'm always looking for something extra. And I'm just thinking, how is he going to get the ball loose? I mean, he's got a few wrestle pieces. He's got no leap. I'm a big sucker for leap on an elf team. I always think you should have at least one.
You don't need it with the Dark Elf team. Look at all that guard. He'll punch you.
But very unusually for Dark Elves, there's 0 stats. Oh no, he's
There's
got
a
one.
movement.
You
Karate
know
Kid.
what? As a Dark Elf player, I refuse to take leap because I don't want any war dancers on my team.
Why? Yeah, but they're not war dancers. They're better, aren't they, if they got leap?
It's just a personal preference.
I mean, like I said, if he comes, I mean, as Wheelie said, Sidestep is an absolute nightmare with bludge. So as long as you don't run into dwarfs or anything like that, this is going to be a pain in the backside. Um, and like I said, I mean, I don't know how good of a coach he is. I do apologise, but obviously, like I said before, if you make the players, you're obviously very good.
He's already has a World Cup ticket.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yep.
Now this is an interesting point. There's at least 3 guys
Yeah.
in the PC playoffs this season
right.
who've already got tickets.
Yeah.
Surely that's got to affect their game.
Well, yeah. Now they could just play.
No,
Play the
but
game.
of course,
Just play.
there's a lot of cash still involved, blah blah blah. But
It's all about the.
there are definitely some guys who will be more motivated because they have not got a ticket.
Yeah, but would you?
I mean,
Yeah,
there's about 10 tickets still been given out.
yeah, but
There's 4 on the line here.
yeah. But the thing is, though, they may be under more pressure. They may struggle to handle their emotion because they're desperate to get it. Where the other guys can just be carefree. No,
Yeah.
and that might work for them. I mean, if he's got a World Cup ticket, it just obviously reinforces how good this guy is. Like I said, Dark Elves are alright. I'm not a big fan of Dark Elves. I'll be honest. I'm sorry, VG, but I think
Oh.
I just
Blasphemy.
Who is this guy?
I just think they're too slow. The only thing I like about Dark Elves is they have 4 blitzers. That's what I like about them. Apart from that, the assassins are a waste of space. The runner, he snaps in half too
Wait
easy.
a minute. Assassins. This is from the same person that said, you know what? I like Assassin here because he's got multiple block and could throw Jimmy Fantastic off kilter here. Is this the same man that I'm talking to?
Hey, I'm just.
Yeah, do you remember the cross-platform cup?
That's right.
That guy came in with daggers drawn.
Dagger's strong. And I was like, I don't think he's gonna win. And you said, you know what? I like the Dark Elves. I was like, wow.
I was trying to be biased for the console players. I'm quite happy to say
That was
I
a
was.
brilliant match, though. It really was.
I think he would have beat Jimmy if he didn't go side caging. I mean, side caging against war dancers. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, that was the big talking point, wasn't it? That
Oh
Purist.
yeah.
But
At that point, when he did that, I was like, oh god, did he not forget? Did he forget that he's got war dancers? Oh man.
it felt,
But this is down to the pressure of the cup, isn't it?
yeah.
This is the sharp end of all things. This is single elimination cup
I
for
I
stakes.
I just felt
It's amazing how it affects coaches.
when I watched that cross-platform cup with the Dark Elves, I just felt it was something from Jackass. It's like, you know, I'm a Dark Elf blitzer. I'm gonna get served by War Dancer. This is Jackass or something like that, you know, because it's like you just wouldn't do it. But yeah, oh, it's good. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of Dark Elves. I do quite well when I play them, but you know, I don't know. I just like to kill
Well,
shit.
you just got to go with what you like. I mean, yeah, it's not everyone's bag, is it?
No, that's the good thing. Everyone likes different stuff, so. Right, it's my pick, isn't it? Now I aren't going to upset you all by going for Chaos Dwarfs because I know everybody doesn't like that.
Oh no.
Scumbag.
I'm not going for. Hey,
Lucifer.
I'm not going.
Chaos Dwarf.
I'm not going with them.
Uh,
I'm not.
this guy, man.
You know who I do like though,
That's
don't you?
weird.
And
Ooh, watch out.
I've got to go with this guy because I like him a lot. An Aryan. Let's have a look at his wood elves. We see your dark elves. I'll show you my wood elves. I presume he made it as a wild card. Saviors of Athel Lauren.
Yes, the magician.
Mhm.
Anarian, BB2.
Yeah. And I know this guy. I know this guy's good.
Oh yes.
Wow,
He's
he's a legend.
definitely
I mean,
one of my
yeah.
favorite players. I'm sorry, Messi.
And look at his war dancer.
I don't know, it's-
Movement 9,
he's one of
agility
my
5,
favourite players too.
sidestep, tackles, strip ball, what's not to like? Arzo's in the chat, one of the PS4 big guns. Welcome Arzo in. Oh, this is a pretty decent team.
It is, but he only just made the cut. I think he was like, well, VG, you made the list today. Was he 8th wild card? He wasn't.
Yes, he
wasn't
was
top
the
dog,
last
was he?
one of the last wild cards. Yeah.
Wow, so he was living dangerously. As an Aryan got a World Cup ticket.
No.
No, he does not have it.
Apparently Wheatley said an Aryan rebuilt these about 7 days ago, the Maniac. God, 7 days ago.
Right, yeah. But
Oh, he
team
came-
destruction. He had a team in the
He
run,
was the
and
he was the third wild card.
made the tough decision to just read it. Further dispelling the myth that if you need to start in week 1,
Yeah.
I've never believed that.
No, I've
You
not.
can't start late.
I've not believed in that. As long as you've got the time, that's what you need, and especially on the PC, because obviously the good thing what the PC's got over the consoles is obviously it's always busy. Where obviously in the consoles it does drop off, especially on the Xbox. I think the Xbox in the last week you've got about 3-4 players just playing each other consistently.
Ball was busy last night though, man. Gotta admit, there's a few scrambled places.
Yeah. It could have been made a lot easier for my dwarfs, but hey, it is what it is. We qualified. That's all what matters.
Yeah, and people in chat here are saying that look, he rebuilt the war dancers in the last couple of days here.
Yeah.
So kudos to Anarian.
Yeah, I would personally, if I had to pick this team or Andy Davo's team, I'd pick this team because to me, I mean, I'm probably going to get shot here, but I would say these two are quite close in coach skill level. Would that be fair?
You can actually check it on an extra arms bot because you can see the record between each other.
Oh, I don't. Hey, let's not. You can do that. I'm
Extra
not
arms
about technology. You do that. I don't bloody know how you do that.
Doing it.
I'm bloody 42. I don't do shit like that. I tell you what, though, I know how to hijack other people's streams, though. If you ever want that doing, I can do that for you. Well, yeah, I like.
Mercy's already doing it.
Yeah, there you go. You see, well played him. So yeah, I quite like it. I quite like this team, and when in doubt, tip an
It's
Aryan.
great. He's got the tools, hasn't it, to do what Wood Elves do.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's a great half coach. Well, but day in, day out, playing Wood Elves. This is his team. He knows how they work inside and out.
I mean, 20 wins, 7 draws, 1 loss. You what? That is
You know
ridiculous.
what I mean?
All I've got to say is you're lucky you didn't bump into me, sunshine.
I don't know how they do it. How do you just lose one game? Like I don't, I I lose a game like nothing. Like so 20 wins and one loss.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Unconscious.
The thing is, though, you watch these guys the way they play, and then you play the same way they do, but they get the dice, we don't. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this
Is
on a
that
two
it?
plus.
Oh, is that it?
That's it. That's what I'm going on. I
That
think
wraps up that mystery. Okay.
I'm learning from my 9-year-old. He plays Fortnite, and obviously, when he wins, it's because he's great. But when he gets shot,
I've
the
seen
hackers,
you play Fortnite.
the hackers. But every time my son gets shot, he's hacking, he's hacking, he's hacking. He's killed me. I'm hacking. So I'm under. So he's learned me the best. It's not us guys. It's just they've got obviously loaded dice. So there you go.
They got the loaded dice.
They
You
call,
know, Nuffle shines on some people, and these are the people right here.
yeah, we need a bit of that. So maybe one day they'll show some love. But no, on a serious level, he's one of my favourite coaches.
He sure is.
I
I
could
mean,
watch
he's
him all day.
always a pleasure to watch,
Yeah,
and like
I love the
I can't wait
the
to
little
see him.
fact that he always names his team the same name. Like there's a legacy there. So they're the who've won 2 championships under the same name, same race, same coach.
yeah.
Bit of history to
I don't really know. Sometimes I don't know. It just bores me sometimes. Seeing it's like, God's sake, making different name team or something. Freshen it up a bit. But I suppose some people
It's
dislike it.
unrequited love.
Mm, I don't know. Anyway,
It's his first love, and it's just what he goes to every time.
yeah, but you don't usually stay with your first love. That's the point. You should move on to. You should move
that's
on.
that's a question we'll have to pose to Anarian one day.
We
Are you
will.
really the saviour, Athel Lauren?
Yeah.
Will Lauren survive without you, Anarian? We have to know.
I think he, in his heart, he thinks no.
It's not, we need these blokes.
As Wayne in chat has said, you can't control the double ones. It's easier to control the double skulls, in his opinion. Do you think that's true?
That's a good point.
I must admit, I probably agree with him because when I play rats and that, I roll double ones on my gut runners all the time. But obviously, with bash teams, it's I think like Arzwin, it is a lot more forgiving. But I don't know. Because you usually the way I look at it is a lot of times if you roll double one with a gut runner, it's got dodge built in. So long as they ain't got tackle, you can't re-roll it because you know what I mean. So you'll roll rolling one dice then one. A lot of times when you use bash, you're already rolling 2 dice, so you get 4 dice. So chance you rolling 4 ones is less likely than rolling 2 ones.
It's a good point. I have to say I agree with it. Yeah. But all teams are built to compensate for their own deficiencies to
Yeah.
a certain extent.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
elves can recover from a double one.
They can.
Players can recover from a double, in their own way. But yeah, no. When it comes down to the crunch, I think that's probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Right then.
You can take a double skull on the chin.
Don't forget, Anarian, the way he plays, he starts with no rerolls too. So.
What?
Yeah.
No rerolls? The madman? How can you? Oh god. No. Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
If there's any team that can get away with it, it's Wood Elves.
Really?
There is absolutely a specific. If you take the position, they've got so many built-in rerolls inherent in the squad. You can start with a 0 or a build, maybe get one later on.
And you gotta think about the way Anarian plays too. He plays like he's got no tomorrow. Like he's gonna play every match, like he's basing up the other team. He's playing aggressive, and you just think, oh my gosh, he's gonna kill his entire team, and he's not gonna win. And yet, look at him, 1 loss and 20 wins. I mean, how do you do that with the way he plays? I just don't understand.
I don't. All I can put it down to is obviously he's a top class coach. He does it, and we can just
Don't forget, he has won a Champions Cup. It's not like, oh, he just makes it to the playoff. He has won a Champions Cup against a Chaos Dwarf, Crucifer, in season 7, I believe, in PC.
Mm.
Classic final. 3-2.
Classic final, of course.
I remember seeing that game. That was ridiculous. The
If you
ending.
guys out there haven't seen Anarian versus Crucifer in
That's one for the
season
ages. That's
7,
probably one of the best
check
finals of
it
all
out.
time. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, the best finale I've ever seen in my entire Blood Bowl life, and I've seen thousands of games, thousands.
Shocking.
You see me. That's a
Your
bold
games
claim,
are just
man.
plain shocking. How does how does this man keep going after such bad luck? Oh my gosh, mercy, mercy.
I tell you what.
Thanks, man. It's good to know you.
Yes, you're, I'm there for you, man.
I don't know. I'm trying to. I'm pretty sad Rob DeZone's not in the chat. He's my favourite subscriber. He makes me feel like Jerry Maguire. He really does. I love him to bits. I only have the one subscriber. He's awesome. Just like he's on Jerry Maguire. Show me the money, Jerry. Anyway, we're coming to the fun part of the show, the coach battle, where my two lovable co-announcers take each other on in 10 questions, best out of 10 questions. People haven't seen it before. I'll ask a question. Whoever comes in with their buzzer first gets first crack at it, and whoever answers the most correct wins the round. Wins the game. So
Oh man.
How do I
obviously,
make a buzzer? I don't even know. Where's my buzzer?
your buzzer is I'm Batman. That's your buzzer. So you,
Oh, well, how do you know I pressed it then?
I just pressed it because I'm the host. I can say it as well. I'm
Oh,
Batman.
okay, I got it.
You just gotta say it. We're not high tech, you know. We're peasants from the console world. We don't have buttons to press. You've just gotta say it yourself.
I'm Batman.
There you go. See, a
Oh wow.
lot better than man. So,
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
and Messi,
I
what?
think he deserves a point for that, right?
And Messi, what's your buzzer? If you can just tell the people what your buzzer is.
Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal, Mercy Flush. Right then, okay.
There it is.
People in chat, please feel free to answer in chat if you wish, because these guys, you know, there is a delay, so they won't know. But see how many of you guys get the questions right. And Wheelie's really excited because he said, I'm a big deal Messi, so he called it, he's happy, he guessed it right. Well, Messi's famous, it's easy to know what he's going to say. Right, gentlemen, you know the rules then. You've got your buzzers work, and
I've no idea what's going on.
Okay.
I'm going to ask,
I guess I'm just listening for I'm Batman.
I'm going to ask a question, and if you know the answer, you press your buzzer. So, VG, if you know the answer, go, I'm Batman. And then I'll come to you and you'll give me the answer. It's that simple.
Okay. That's simple enough.
This is why we only work with English. God damn it, we rule the world. And they can't speak, they can't understand us, man. Right, here we go. Name,
Gravy and chips, mate.
gravy and chips, and a patty.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm getting my serious voice on now. Name all the starting skills and traits on a vampire.
Kind of a big deal. I'm going for regen,
Yep,
bloodlust.
yep.
Oh. Yeah, that's it.
That is wrong. VG, do you want to have a guess?
Oh, damn. I know.
Okay. So then they got bloodlust, regen, and
Oh god. Oh no.
He didn't buzz in.
Um,
Ref, he didn't
oh
buzz in.
yeah, I didn't buzz in. Buzz in.
Kind of a big deal. Hypno.
Not engaged. That's right. Yes.
I don't know who to give that to
I
because
don't think there's a point there.
I don't think there's a point. VG's
Mercy cheated. Really gave him the answer.
VG didn't buzz in. Messi got it wrong, but then got it right and took it. I just don't know.
So then he got a point. No, he lost the point, but he got a point back. So we're both even at this point.
yeah. So we'll call that a tie Okay, second question.
0 to 0.
This was supposed to be the easy part of the show. Right, so VG, you understand if you know the answer, you've got to you've got to press your buzzer. Okay, here we go. What is what is the cost of a Kislev Blitzer?
I'm
Kind of a
Batman.
big deal.
Oh,
90,
go.
90k.
Hey, all I heard there was I'm Batman. How come Mercy's answering I'm Batman? You're not Batman. There's only one Batman.
I'm
That's
gonna go with
VG.
110k.
VG Purist, you are correct. VG takes the lead.
Yeah, Mercy, you got it wrong anyways.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't play that flame team.
Oh, dear.
No, it's during the beta. I was trying to make a really good Kislev team, and I thought, oh my gosh, why are these guys worth 110k when all they have is freaking diving tackle, no block?
I'd pay that much if they were still frogs.
Yeah. Right, so it's VG 1, Mercy 0. Third question. Which chainsaw star player cost the most between Hack, Ugroth and Max? Which chainsaw star player cost the most between
Wait, say that again.
Which star player chainsaw costs the most? Hack, Ugroth and Max.
Kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Ugroth Bullgroth. The orc dude.
You're wrong.
What a surprise.
I'm Batman. Hack and slash.
You're
No,
both
man.
wrong. You're both
Please
wrong.
don't tell me got
You're both wrong.
it right. Max Blue really?
Really,
Right.
I
Max?
suppose he's strength 4, isn't he?
Right. Ugroth is the cheapest. He's 100k. Hack is 120k and Max is 130k. So you're both wrong. So you both get to tie that or whatever.
Yes.
I never buy them. I don't know.
Wheelie in chat saying both wrong. Deduct points, Bernie. God, they're a harsh crowd. If I deduct points,
So
nobody
that
will
means
get any.
Mercy's at -1 and I'm at 0, so I'm winning. The Batman's winning, guys.
Can we just tap out now?
I'm
Right.
gonna take my winnings and go.
Champ.
Okay. Question 4. How much does a necromantic skeleton cost?
I'm Batman.
Mm-hmm. Go on, Batman.
There is no skeleton.
Oh, congratulations, you are correct.
Yes. Great question, guys. Yes.
He got it right.
Sharp as a tack.
Whenever you want to get a question right, Mercy, feel free to buzz in. That's fine.
Look, whenever you learn how to play Bloodbowl, you go ahead and buzz in.
Right. What is the movement of a goblin pogoer?
I'm Batman.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Oh, he's on a roll. He's found his buzzer, and you are correct.
Oh, Pogoer's my favorite player on the Goblin team. Come on.
Fantastic. He was on. Oh, Wheelie got that wrong. Deduct yourself a point, Wheelie.
Really, go home and think about what you've done to yourself.
Yeah, Shod got it right. The PS4 champion got it right, as we'd expect. What positional is the fastest on an Amazon team?
I'm Batman.
Mm-hmm. Go on, Batman.
It is the catcher.
Wrong.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
They are. It's a trick question.
No, another trick question. I thought it was the catcher.
We got him. We got him,
They're
Mess.
all 6? Oh.
Yeah, they're all 6. Amazon's boring as hell. They're all the same.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
You got one right. You got one right, Messi. The comeback's on.
Mercy's on it.
How much does a Chaos Dwarf reroll cost after one game?
I'm Batman.
I know you are, BG. What's the answer?
It is 140k.
Oh, you're too good, BG. You are correct. 140k.
Darn it.
Yeah. Mercy, you going down, son.
Going
You gonna
down,
take this out
down,
of a
down.
Blood Bowl match? Come on, come on.
This is where it's at, guys. Sort of the PC Cup final. This is it. This is the proper competition right now.
This is it. This is it right here, guys. This
You
is
know,
it.
they
This
they
is the
Bring
real
it
World
on.
Cup.
they don't
Oh,
want
he's rolling up his sleeves, guys.
they don't want a World Cup
This one's
ticket.
mine.
They want to win this. They want the bragging rights. Which which elven positional catcher costs the most? High elf, dark elf, elven union, or wood elf? Which elven positional catcher costs the most? High elf, dark elf, elven union, or wood
Kind of big deal.
elf? Mhm.
I'm going for Wood Elf Catcher.
Wrong.
I'm Batman.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with the Elven Union.
And you are correct. The
Yes.
dark elves obviously don't have any. Wood elves and high elf catchers are 90k, and the elven union is 100k. So VG is ripping it up. But there is some good news for Mercy.
So what do I win? What do I win?
There's always good news for me, man.
Because you're losing, you get the choice of the next question. So listen carefully, and the people who will decide who gets this right are in the chat. Morg and Thorg.
This wasn't in the rules.
Hey, Morgan Thorg was very famous for his commercials. I want you to do a commercial. So you've got two choices, Mercy, and you can pick which one you want VG to do. You've got option one, Star. I'm going to try and do this with a straight face. Star Undead Superstar White Ivor Boner advertising Viagra, or Halfling Superstar Big Bacon Fritz advertising his new Halfling diet Fling Slim. Whichever one he does, you do the opposite. So which one do you want VG to have a go at?
Oh, let's get VG to do the Viagra.
Alright, what was the premise?
The premise is you've got to be Superstar White Ivor Boner, and you've got to advertise Viagra. Why it's so good for whites, and just basically sell the product. And then obviously the streamers will listen to Mercy after yours, and they'll vote who was the best. And this is worth 2 points. This one. So whenever you're ready, VG, give us your commercial.
Alright, all you fans out there, this is gonna blow you guys out of the rink here. I'm gonna take Viagra. That's right, guys. This is what I take whenever I get on the field. I get on the field and I not only have all my bones, but I give them my own big bone here. So you guys, check this out right here. Morgan Thorg, what do you think? Oh man, whenever I play against these guys here, I just have to watch out what's below the waist. I make sure I hit them above the shoulder pads. That's right, guys. Viagra. You'll love it. It's so
Oh
ladies.
man,
Well done.
that was amazing.
Fantastic. So I'll keep watching chat, see what chat thought about that. So Mercy, you've got to do a commercial now. Your Halfling Superstar Big Bacon Fritz advertising the new Halfling diet Fling Slim. Take it away.
Don't spray him in your eyes. Pinocchio. Oh, this is Morgan Thorpe, by the way.
Okay.
What was that? Nice.
That's all I had. So you sprung it on me.
VG's
I'm
the
not a method
winner.
actor.
Yes, yes.
There was no way I could follow that. That was awesome.
We really said.
I can do one for Fling too. Hey guys, this is Fling, and I'm gonna tell you about this diet right here. I've gonna lost so much weight. Look at me, Morgan Dog. He got 30. Oh, look at Touchdown, baby.
Oh dear. Yeah, you see, you
See,
should.
that's why you got 3 Golden Globes.
Yeah. I mean, we really said when you're undead, this Viagra will raise hair from the
Yes.
will raise it from the grave. You might be
You're right, Bernie.
yeah, you might be surprised to know that the thing VG won that round. So yeah. Okay, the last question. Thank God. Um, what is the name of the Wood Elf War Dancer star player? Nobody knows.
I have no clue. No clue. Don't make me
Christ.
go Google it.
Okay, okay. I'll give you another
Yeah, let's
question.
go, hold on. Yeah, let's give us a few more
We,
seconds.
we don't.
He's googling it. Don't let him have a second.
It should be googling a bloody halfling diet commercial. That's what Mercy should be doing. Um, here we go. Here's the next one.
Lightfoot.
Who? That's nowhere close.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
Right, we'll give you one more question just to try and get some sort of, you know, whatever you
Oh
want to
yeah,
call it.
Jordan Fresh Breeze.
Yeah, Jodel Fresh Breeze.
No,
Right,
no, that's not right.
this is an easy one.
He's feeding me the wrong answers.
This is the easy one.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah. They're giving you yeah
false information.
yeah. Well played, Wheeling. Here we go then. Last question. How many secret weapons can you start off in a goblin team?
Kind of a big deal. 5.
Five. Can you name the five, Mess?
This is including star players.
No. I said what you can start off in. No, it'll be
You
your
can
roster.
Start with not how many he can get.
Would you like to change it? Would you like to change your answer, Mercy?
It's chainsaw. There's 3, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's chainsaw and the loony and the bomber, and that's it.
I'm feeling a bit battle worn. That's all, guys.
So we'll give you that, Mercy, because you sort of got it right and wrong in the same way. But because VG's got so many points, we'll let you have that one, Mercy.
Yes.
Well, it won't be such a blowout, I guess.
Yeah.
Fine. That's what I live for, man.
Yeah, the
So-
curve. You gotta live for the curve.
Because I love Mercy so much, I won't give the scores out. All I will say is VG just won the Battle of the Consoles.
Just one,
Well
but
played,
with the curve. With the curve.
Legend.
I'll get you next time.
He'll get you next time. You wait until he finds out,
I'm gonna have to learn about this game.
That's it. Right, okay.
You gotta get in on some of that undead Viagra, okay?
Oh dear. Right then, okay. Let's go on to the 50-50 then. This is the section where we basically try and pick a question what splits the community, and this week it's, do you take a rat ogre in a Skaven team? VG.
I'm Batman. Oh wait, it's not that sexual.
Big deal. Sometimes.
That's not how it works,
It's
Mercy.
situational.
We're supposed to just talk about it, not play.
Started it, man.
Okay, look.
I've got
all right.
my buzzer happy.
I say yes to the rat ogre, but only in certain circumstances.
What are they?
When
And you're
when
really
you are in a
angry.
league where it's when you're really pissed off at the other other side. No, you do it when there's lots of bashy teams on the other side, and they for sure are going to just try to ground and pound you the whole half. So you need the rat ogre in there. The biggest reason why you need him is because he's got prehensile tail, and you not only open it up with your frenzied 5 strength big rat ogre, but once you have him right next to their ball carrier, then his prehensile tail makes it to where it's a lot harder for them to dodge out, and somebody has to come and blitz them.
Okay, Messi.
Yeah, I love them. I have played a lot of Skaven builds where I haven't gone for it, and I think overall I'm probably more successful without one. But yeah, it's like VGP says, it's very situational. I mean, if you're going into like a league, you've got to weigh up who you're playing against, what your schedule's is. But if you're just going in blind, like open matchmaking, let's just say, and you want to make a generic thing, yeah, I kind of would. I kind of would usually start with one because I
Yeah,
like
I
to be
mean,
a menace more than
when
anything.
you
It probably
when you
doesn't make
start off,
sense.
yeah, I'm sorry. When you start off with the fresh Skaven team, and you're just, I mean, just having a quick Skaven team, that's all you need. It's just 4 gut runners, the 2 storm vermins, and then the lie rats.
Mm.
But the rat ogres, I mean, it's really such, it's just so situational that it'll almost be better just to have a star player rat ogre come in. But I mean,
They're
if you say,
expensive though.
should I go buy one? I
It's
would
very
say,
expensive.
yeah, he's expensive and he's a big TV bloat. So it's just yes and no.
Yeah, I'd kind of say yes, just because then you've got 3 AV8s who can attract a lot of firepower away from your more delicate players.
Yeah.
And it only takes like 1 or 2 matches for your gutters to score and survive, and anything that takes the heat off of them is great for development.
Yeah.
So get one, abuse it, just throw it in the line of fire, just use it as a target, and then
I don't know.
if he survives,
140k
great.
though. I mean, that's a big TV bloat.
Yeah, and that I mean, I personally don't take rat ogres. Um, I look at it and think, you know what? For the price of rat ogre, I can get 3 lamb rats, and you know, if I'm not blitzing with my rat ogre, it takes a 4+ to move the thing. A 4+ to move it, I don't like that at all.
Well, don't move it. Yeah, just leave him.
Yeah, but
It can be a roadblock.
guess
Firm
what?
guard.
Yeah, but the thing is, the only thing was actually either make opposition or put a LAN on it and keep it there, or they'll just move away from it. And if I'm not blitzing with it, then it's just most 50% of the time it's just going to be stood there doing nothing. And
But that's okay because it's traffic control. It splits the pitch into 2,
Yeah,
and that's great for gutter runners because they can just bang down left, right field.
I mean,
that's true.
No one's
And
gonna
basically, a
catch them
wild
there.
animal, they still keep the tackle zones. So.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I like the preemptive tail. I like the frenzy of it, but I just look and think, 140k, and if I don't blitz with it, it's a 4+ to move. He's only armor 8. And every time I have a rat ogre, I just curse it and I think, God, I wish I had 3 lamb rats because I can foul. I don't have to worry about attrition as much because I've got a
It's
big
more the
bench.
threat than anything else because
Yeah.
one of his biggest traits is friends, and if you can cut off that
Right.
far side of the pitch, then no one's going to move into that. That's where the guts can excel. But it's like with a lot of skills, it's the threat that he could go for a frenzy, and no one's going to stop him.
Yeah.
It seldom works out, you know, because he usually falls on his ass. But it's like, you know, it makes
Yeah.
you think twice, and that's all you need with rats. One
And really,
hesitation,
that's make a good point, right? Break tackle, juggernaut. I mean,
Yeah, man.
that's all you really need, right?
Yeah.
Guard.
I don't know.
You can sack him later on.
Well, I do. I sack him pretty. I mean, I'm more likely to take a rat ogre early doors and then sack him when the other pieces get developed. I don't know. I just, I'm not a big fan of big guys anyway. But I don't know.
This is your topic, bro. You brought him up.
Well, yeah, it's a
You're
50.
making yourself angry.
I'm not making myself angry. I'm just saying it's a 50-50. I mean, VG's been perfect. They said yes and they said no, so he knows the score 50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50. I mean, like, you could talk to anyone and they'll be like, yeah, but I mean, it's always been like that with Roger. I mean, it's like, yeah, he's great, but you know, he's a huge TV bloat. I mean, that's the cut and dry of it. I mean, if he didn't cost 140k, then yeah, sure, maybe, but to require at least 2 skills to be not so risky, I mean, it's just, now you're adding on like what, 40 extra k
Yeah.
on top of it, you know, and now he's like what, 180k
Yeah.
TV bloat just for one piece, which is only on value 8, mind you, and
Yeah.
he's definitely going to take the attention away from your gutter runners because people are going to be fouling them or fouling him.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I know a lot of the guys love the Rogue. I'm one of the few who doesn't. I just see the TV efficiency and I'm thinking, wow, I can get 3 Lanos for that. I really can. But like I said, it it is what it is. But it seems like a lot of people on chat prefer to have the ogre. So hey, there you go. Right, we'll keep on the subject of big guys. What I want to ask you is, which is the best loner big guy and the worst? We'll go to you first, Mercy. What do you think's the best loner and the worst, and why?
Okay. Best line out there.
Uh-oh, he's
I guess it's
unprepared
the
for the
tree
question.
man. I guess it's the tree man.
And why would you say the tree man?
Because it's just not so much of a problem because they're never that intrinsic to the whole drive or defense, and they're gonna mess up anyway, get taken root or
Yeah.
whatever. But just for the presence on the pitch, it's like with a lot of big guys. It's what they could potentially do makes your opponent think twice. You know.
Yeah, I must
And
admit.
it does split, like just having one in the middle of the line of scrimmage separates the pitch, makes you think twice, opens up the speed team element.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wood Elf Tree Man, I have to say, is the best
Wood
big guy.
Elf Tree Man.
Did you?
If I had to choose,
Yeah.
I would say the Halfling Tree Man. I think they're better, to be honest.
Yeah, but
if you're talking about tree men.
yeah, but we were talking about loner treatment. Or loner big guys.
Importantly, they don't have loner.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those little guys are really been trouble.
You
Oh,
know?
he said loner.
Yeah,
Big
loner.
guy. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that.
I don't know.
Worst, I don't know. Maybe human ogre, or maybe ogre.
Ogre. Ogre.
You know
They're
what I
not
mean?
as the ogre's not so bad because they
I don't
they
know.
can reroll.
I've been in a match one time and I've rolled 14 boneheads in a row.
Yeah, but I don't think they have bonehead, but they don't have loner.
They don't have loner. No, they don't have loner.
Mercy.
Ah, there they go. Yeah. Well, human.
That's
Well, I'll
making-
stick to my original then. Human ogre.
The poor human. What do you think, BG? What's best and what's the worst?
Um, the best loner, big guy, and really does make a good point, but I think it's been supplanted by the big bear and the Kislev team. He's definitely. I think he's the best big guy now.
Really?
Yeah, it's really because for the lizard team, okay, he's already got a good complement around him, the Sauruses. So it's great that you have a Crocs, but you can live without him. But the tame bear for the Kislev team, you almost kind of need him on your team.
Yeah.
And he's really great to have. He still has the prehensile tail, you know, and he's still, you know.
Right. Okay. Okay. And what's the worst, BG?
And the worst loner one, oh man. I don't think there's really the worst one, but I mean, yeah. Let me think. Let me dig deep. Because I'm thinking of like really stupids, and I'm thinking of the wild animals, but it's hard to think of the loner. I mean, the thing about it, like the human ogre, is that you need the human ogre. So regardless of not if he sucks or not, you almost need the human ogre.
Yeah.
So I think I have to agree with Mercy on that one actually because
Right.
you need him, but he's not so great, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, me personally, I mean, obviously, I don't really like big guys, but you you know what I've really started to like. The Chaos Minotaur. I don't know why.
Controversial, yeah.
Yeah, because on a
He
no.
doesn't get many fans, does he?
No, but on a normal roll, you can get Claw, Mighty Blow Claw, or you can get Tentacles, and he's got
Oh, wait.
Frenzy.
Doesn't he have wild
No, it's a
animal?
double. It's on a
He
double.
does have a wild animal, yeah, that's the only slight
But
thing.
you said
Obviously I don't like wild animal, but I'm more likely to blitz with something with mighty blow and claw.
The thing is though, the reason why the reason why a lot of people don't choose him as the best is because you don't need that Minotaur at all for the Chaos team. I
Yeah,
mean, like, actually, in all actuality, I have to take it back. It's not the Tame Bear. It's if you really want to call Blood Bowl and you want to say the best big guy, it's gonna be the Bloodthirsty, right?
the
Yeah, the
bloodthirster.
corn one.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
not in the game
the
yet.
Bloodthirsty.
We were sorry,
Yeah,
we're
it's not in the game yet, but
yeah.
he's the best big
He's
guy,
awesome, isn't
hands
he?
down.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the best big guy.
he's bloody awesome. But no, I don't know. I just I have a soft spot for the troll. Value for money. I think the troll's fantastic. Got regen, strength
He's
five.
really stupid though.
I
He
know,
always
I know. But
oh.
he's usually stuck in the middle, and you just leave him there with guard and stand firm and lovely stuff like that. But
Yeah, but he suffers from the same thing that you just talked about with the wild animal. I mean,
yeah, but it's a 2+ to
he's
move instead of 4+.
yeah,
So
I know, but if he doesn't have a friend, then it's a 4+.
well, he's always gonna have friends, isn't he? He's always gonna have friends. He's a lovely chap.
Not always.
Mine does. Mine always has a lovely friend next to him. Um, Wheatley saying armor 8 is the issue with the mana. Yeah, possibly. Um, the worst one I think is the Kislev Bear because
You think that's the worst
yeah,
one?
I do. I think it looks out of place with the rest of the team. I know people will take it for the extra beef, but I just think
Well,
why?
there's a real divide. A lot of them do, a lot of them don't.
Yeah, it's under 50-50, isn't it? Um,
Just all the skills that he get. He's just the same as the Crossgore,
yeah,
skill wise.
Yeah.
But on the team itself, it works because he's got that prehensile tail, and he takes the center of the field, and he takes away the attention from the full agility catchers, and he doesn't need to be big and bad because his Kislev friends are ball hawking. He doesn't need to work hard. He just needs to stand there and make sure that the center is
Looking
theirs.
cool. With
He's
his
just
little
got, yeah, he's
tree.
just got looking cool, baby. Don't worry, I got this center. You guys go get the ball.
It's all about the image, man.
yeah. I just think like a lot of the bash teams will just flatten it and that'll be it. Um,
Yeah, well, that's not the point. The point is that he will take away the attention, and if you aren't playing against a bash team, then he works out extremely well because he's got that prehensile tail. And if you need that one extra person to get in there, I mean, look how useful people have used crossgores in the past. And what they do is that they open a hole
yeah,
and then they stick the crossbow right there in the face.
yeah,
Same thing with the Team Bear, except now with the Kislevs, they're able to get to the ball and now they have support.
mm, yeah, yeah. I just think the Crossgo has better synergy with the Saurus and the bear. I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
I just don't like big guys. Full stop. But every time I've tried Kislev, I've looked at the bear and thought, wow, again TV blow. I'm looking at. I just I'm terrible. I'm just terrible with TV blow. And I just look at the big guy and think, what am I getting? Not much. But that's why we all disagree. And there'll be people in chat who completely disagree with me. I'm used to it. Um,
Really likes Lizzie, the crossgores. So
yeah, yeah. But every time I watch Crocs goes, they go stupid. I tell you another one I like as well, the Yeti with his claw,
They break my heart.
mighty blown
They've
claw,
got so much potential, but yeah, they're so fragile.
and they're always like, he always seems to do bad in playoffs. Ever since Saves Jess Cole won a hippie, they've gone downhill in the playoffs on the PS4 anyway. But there you go. I mean, like I said, it, do you guys like big guys, or is it something you don't really take?
Yeah, I always go for a big guy.
What about you,
I
VG?
mean, I mean, it really depends. Like if I'm playing the quick skaven team, do I think I would need the Roger? No, I would go without. I mean, a lot of big guys tend to just get in the way,
Yeah.
and they don't always work because I've always said that like in a quick tournament, like I've done quick tournaments where you only play like 5 games, right?
Mm.
And you pick up the big guy, and If he produces, then oh man, it's so great. He's getting KOs. He's getting
Yeah,
injuries for your team, and suddenly you're thinking to yourself, wow, he's the best thing since the wheel was born.
But then it flips.
But then they bonehead. But then they don't make their hits. They're getting three-die blocks and they only get pushes. It breaks your heart. I mean, like it's one of those things where like, yeah, big guys, good things, but can you do without? And you're gonna see this a lot at the higher TVs and even at the more pro play, quote unquote pro play, because there's really no pro players right now. But I mean, at the higher tiers of level, you barely see the big guy, and the biggest reason is it's just too much of a risk factor because at the moment when you need to make that blitz, they're gonna bonehead,
yeah,
they're gonna get really
yeah,
stupid, and they can't take that risk.
yeah. And that
And
I agree with you completely. That the
yeah,
amount of times it's happened to me, especially in playoffs, if I have tech one, especially with the Nagel Beast, and he goes one, it's
yeah.
just so annoying.
Yeah,
Um,
transforms the drive. Yeah.
so personally, like I
But
said,
yeah,
I just don't like taking big guys. If I do, I'd want to cast. See, the thing why I went for the mana is because you can get tentacles on a normal roll. So you hit a cage, bang him right next to it with tentacles. He's case warriors, and it'll come and help him with the guard and stand firm. Everything's gravy. Or sauce, as
yeah,
I say in America.
and that
So
kind of goes into my argument too about the cross score is that
Yeah,
the reason why people do take the cross score is that if he boneheads, it's okay. I got
yeah,
6 stars on my line.
yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's great that he's there, but do you really need him? No, not necessarily.
Mm. Yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. Um, Wheelie is saying we need a World Cup winner question as it starts tomorrow. Does any of you two follow football or soccer as they call it in America and Canada? Soccer.
No one calls
We
it
call it soccer.
soccer.
They do in America?
Football.
Yeah, but in America they call it soccer. Because they've got
What do they
American
call it
football.
in Russia?
In Russia, I don't freaking know what they call it in Russia. Do I look Russian?
uh,
Ruska ball. I don't believe that.
That'll do.
it's,
Yeah,
I
Ruska
think
ball.
it's the Germans, right? The Germans are gonna take the
The
World Cup.
Germans, yeah. The Germans. Do you watch football, Messi? We've been in Britain that.
Well, I'm Scottish, so
Oh well, you're not even in it then, are you?
we,
So
we kind of call it football, but it's more like kind of crying,
yeah,
headbutting people.
yeah, yeah. Well, unlike the Scottish, us English are actually qualified. I imagine we'll go out in penalties as always, or get embarrassed by the Icelandics. I've got a sneaky suspicion Argentina will do well with Messi and co. I think maybe this is the season when nobody expects the Argentinians to win it. They may go and do it. Obviously, I pray England will, but
That'd be pretty cool.
I think there's more chance of me winning a World Cup than England, so that's not going to happen. But there you go, Wheelie. I'm going to go for Argentina. Obviously, Messi's gone for weeping, and VG's gone for Germany. VG's probably got it right, to be
The
fair.
weeping.
So, we're getting a theme here. Obviously, he got his ass kicked in the coaches' battle, and now, obviously, he's weeping over the football. Dear me. Alright then.
It's built into genes, man.
Right, okay. What's that? Football ski, of course. Of course, groupie. Of course. So we've almost come to the end of the show, unfortunately, but there was a question what I had to ask, bearing in mind what happened to my dwarfs in season 1 when we were blatantly robbed. Guys, the way the playoffs work at the moment, overtime, should the overtime play on until someone scored, or should it be 8 turns then go to penalties? VG.
Oh, I'm so glad you picked me first.
Yeah.
You know how long I've been casting Blood Bowl? I've been casting Blood Bowl for about 5 years now.
Mhm.
It's a long 5 years, man.
It has been, it's been a long time. I've been casting Blood Bowl for a very long time, and this includes Blood Bowl Chaos Edition days, even Legendary Edition. But I have to tell you that the the best thing that could have happened to Blood Bowl 2 was overtime because I have to tell you, I have sat here and casted for 3 hours straight because the damn game won't end.
At least 3 hours, yeah.
It keeps going.
Unreal. It was unreal.
Here's 4 rounds. Oh, you didn't score yet? Here's another 4 rounds. Oh, here's another one. Oh, you didn't score yet? 4 more. Oh, it's still your ball? Okay, that's great. 4 more.
Exactly. Especially if it's like rats versus whatever.
Oh
And they could easily
man,
score in 4 turns. So it
I
just goes on
know.
and
And then, and then,
it was never
and
in
then
the
it
rules.
kills you. It kills you because
Never
like
in the rules.
yeah, and then like you could score it in like 2 turns, but you can't because you get 4 turns, and so you can't just score it. You gotta wait the end of the 4 rounds before you score it. Why?
But what I'm saying is, if we just basically did overtime, where you can score whenever you want, and the game doesn't finish till someone scores, would that be better than going the 8 turns and then getting knocked out on penalties on the dice?
I think
All right.
I think they
See.
just did it incorrectly because at the end of the game, okay, overtime period ends, and then you have to go to kick off overtime, right?
Yeah.
And so I really believe that they did that incorrectly. Why did they just make it automatic? They should have at least made some type of skill game, like okay, you gotta press a button at a certain time, or you gotta push a combination. I don't know, like something more than
It's
what it
kind
does
of
now.
lame that you've just got to sit there and watch.
Yeah.
It would be nice if there was some kind of interaction with that, yeah. But I think the whole premise with BB2 is they wanted to speed it up a bit, and so if they didn't have like an end,
Yeah,
it would kind of be counterproductive. Plus, it's in the rules. You have a penalty kick thing.
Yeah.
They've done it how it is in the rules as written. So you can't say fairer than that.
I
And
mean,
everyone for years in Blood Bowl 1, everyone's like, oh, why don't they just follow the rules? Why did they have to make up this whole thing where it goes on and on and on? And then they finally did.
yeah.
right.
And no
Yeah,
one likes that either. they
and
do
look,
something,
and
overtime
not only
rules.
that, in Blood Bowl 1, you couldn't even get SPP, right? I mean, you just got KOs. Is it?
That's right, yeah. So you couldn't farm.
Yeah, you couldn't
Disgraceful.
farm.
And you couldn't die. You just went on. I
I,
think there was like a
It
game
would
that went
just
on.
never stop.
There was
It
one,
would never stop.
there was one game that went on for like 8 hours, and it was, I can't remember how many turns it was. In the UK BBL semi-finals, and yeah, it was just ridiculous. And these guys, they had to go out and get drinks and pause the game, and blah, blah, and it lasted literally an entire day and night.
I'm sure.
Exactly. I mean, look, am I a fan for it? I'm not necessarily a fan of how it ends, but I'm just gonna say that I'm happy that it ends after X amount of time because
Yeah.
I have sat here for three,
It's
4 hours.
Yeah.
And
I
just
mean, I
it
suppose
is what it is.
I suppose the only thing I would like,
Let the gods.
the only thing I'd like it to keep going on, because I have this vision in my head that there's only be like one on each side left. Everything else is dead, splattered, and you've got just two people on the pitch. I think that'd look awesome.
And he thousands to death.
Yeah.
Sent off.
But
Yeah,
the,
it really makes a good point too. In Blood Bowl 1, if you had a bash team, you would just sit there and you would wait for the agility team to come to you, and then you'd batter them to bits and pieces, and then you'd win. See that? I mean, like that right there. I mean,
but that's awesome.
people would literally sit there.
But that's fun.
Oh,
But no,
Wasn't to work out.
I think to be fair,
here I
just
am playing my dark elves. Like, please move the ball, man.
you can imagine there'd be a standoff for hours, wouldn't they? I'm not moving. You move. No, I'm not moving. I've got the ball. You come get the ball. I come to you. We got bash. Okay.
Hey,
So
why'd you
yeah,
get the ball? I'm not
Turn
moving.
70.
I'm not moving. If I move, I'm dead. Yeah, exactly.
Crowds
See,
on the
you see?
night shit.
yeah. So yeah, I suppose that is a very good point. So that's why we obviously have it. I just feel a bit. I mean, I suppose it's probably like in the World Cup. If your team in penalties, you love it. You want it to go to penalties because it's so exciting. If it's your team, you don't want it going to penalties. I just feel it's just such a sad way to go out, isn't it? Penalties. But I suppose it.
It's always cool, but it's drama. It's for the fans.
Yeah.
You know,
I suppose.
there's always going to be a talking point,
Yeah.
isn't there,
Yeah.
Bernie?
Yeah.
It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect, but I mean, how else is it gonna
Yeah.
end? I just can't think of any other way, to be honest. If
Yeah.
you can introduce a better system, I'm for it. But at this point, I'm
Yeah.
happy that it ends.
Yeah.
Wheelie's just mentioned an interesting point. That used to actually happen in Dungeon Bowl. I don't know if either of you guys have ever played Dungeon Bowl.
Oh,
After a
random
certain
player.
amount of rounds,
Wow.
one random player from each team per turn would vanish. Whether they had a ball or they were just about to win, like it would computer generate, like they would just get zapped out of the dungeon.
Can
It was
you-
hilarious. It
Can
was
you
really funny.
imagine the salt
It was
levels?
really funny.
I'm gonna
But
win.
oh man,
I'm gonna win the final. I'm gonna win the final overtime. Zoop. No, you're not.
Well,
Wow.
Dungeon
But
Bowl
it
really
was
introduced
awesome,
like a
man. I
lot of
loved it.
variables.
It did.
So
Oh
And then
I mean,
wow.
it's not.
as if it wasn't bad enough, people randomly disappeared.
Wow. I can just imagine the sort of levels. A lot of broken controllers, keyboards, mouses.
That's a classic game. I think you can still get it for like 25p on Steam. Check it out, man.
25p. There you go. See, he's getting used to this, like, commercials now. As long as it isn't involving diets and Viagra, Mess is alright. He's your guy. Anything else, ask VG. So yeah,
There we go.
I must admit, Wheelie's thing about the Viagra was really funny. I'm still chuckling about that. That was hilarious. But that's it. We're done. It's been a crazy night. I'll never forget the 45 minutes we've had hijacked my son's stream. I don't think many people in the chat will know. We was trying to get it sorted, and I pressed record, and it just wasn't coming on. What I didn't know is I was recording on my son's stream. So I'm 42. My son's a really cool hipster 13 with all his cool dudes. People are gonna go onto his
But you had
video.
3 viewers tuning in.
You sure
We didn't even
did.
know we were live.
Yeah.
But yeah, check it out. Check it out on Bernie's son's Twitch.
Oh my God.
I'm sure he's got the videos there.
But it'd be so funny.
I'm gonna have to go and check that out myself.
Yeah. Because
To see how long we were there.
because we're like, I don't know.
Live.
Yeah, because people would hear us talk, wouldn't they? I don't know. Fucking hell, I don't know what we're doing.
Try,
This is fucking
try that
stupid.
other button.
Yeah. What is this button? VG, what am I doing?
It's like two blind guys trying to find.
Oh man. But yeah. I mean, I can't. What was his, I can't remember my son's stream. What was the channel name? Mighty something, wasn't it? Mighty Chaz something. I can't remember what they called the stream now. But there you go. Bad father. Oh yeah, my son will get famous. Oh yeah, he had 3 views. That's loads of views. He should be happy. He should be thanking me. So that's us. So that's our first show. Our next episode of the Nuffle Shuffle on the PC will be in 2 weeks' time. So hopefully we'll get some coaches on, and then we'll come again. I'd like to thank Mercy, Flush, and VG Purist. Fantastic guys. Thanks very much. Much appreciated to come on the show. And
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I just apologise for the lateness for Mercy, and I apologise for the 45 minutes of wasted time on my son's channel. But there you go. At least we know for next time. So that's us done, guys. If you haven't, if you haven't clicked the follow button, please do, or I'm going to send VG around in his Batmobile. So thanks very much, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Everyone.
Bye bye.
See ya.